What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, I have something new to play for you guys, and we are going to be beating the Elite Boss Bloon. I know I'm a couple days late to the party, guys, but for those of you guys who are still struggling in dealing with the Elite Boss, you guys will most certainly be able to beat him after I show you this guide. So for this guide, I will be going with the money-making strategy that I showcased for yesterday's vid, meaning that we're going to be going with the Merchantmen Monkey Buccaneers, and we're also going to be going for Benjamin. Now, for this guide, I will be going for the Vengeful Sun God and both Paragons as well, just because I want to make sure that you guys make easy work of this week's Elite Boss Bloon. So we should be able to afford our Benjamin here in just 1 second, and then I will be doing quite a few speedy bits throughout this entire guide, just to make sure that I don't eat up too much of your guys' time. But for the most part, it's pretty simple once you understand how the Monkey Buccaneer strat actually works. So there we go, we have our Benjamin placed down. So we should be able to place down our first Monkey Buccaneer here in just 1 second. There we go, so we're going to go ahead and place him right here. And in case you guys missed yesterday's vid, what I'm going to be doing for this is I'm going to be placing down 3 Monkey Buccaneers upgraded to Merchantmen all the way up until round 27. On round 28, I will actually buy a different tower at that time. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a speedy bit here real quick, and I'll see you guys here on round 27. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 25 to give you guys a quick recap of what I just did. So what I did is I placed down my first Monkey Buccaneer, which you guys already saw. I upgraded him to a Merchantman. I placed down a second one. I did the same exact thing. I upgraded him to a Merchantman, and then I just upgraded my third Monkey Buccaneer up to a Merchantman as well. So one thing I wanted to tell you guys before we got too far into this is I want you guys to make sure that you're being extremely careful with the placement of your Monkey Buccaneers, because if your placement is a little off, you might struggle with actually being able to place down all of the Monkey Buccaneers that we want to place down before we get all of the Monkey Buccaneers placed down that we need placed down. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our next tower. So the next tower that we want to grab is we want to grab ourselves an Alchemist. So with this Alchemist, we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to faster throwing, acid pull, and then on round 28, we're actually going to upgrade him to lead to gold. Now, one thing that I like to do, you don't necessarily need to do it, but I do like to throw my Alchemist on strong. That way it makes our Monkey Buccaneers and our Dart Monkey have a little bit of an easier time in actually dealing with the balloons. Alright. So there we go, we have our Alchemist upgrade to lead to gold. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to buy 7 more Monkey Buccaneers. So with these Monkey Buccaneers, we're going to be placing them down here at the bottom. Again, guys, it's probably a good choice to go ahead and play these first few rounds really slow. That way you make sure that you get the positioning of your Monkey Buccaneers correct, because if it's off by just a little bit, guys, then you could end up struggling with getting all 20 of the Monkey Buccaneers placed down. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to round 40, placing down all the Monkey Buccaneers in the meantime, and I'll see you guys on round 40. Alright guys, here we are on round 40. As you guys can see, we have the Boss Bloon up and running now. So now we need to start placing down our defense for the Boss Bloon on round 40. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to upgrade my tax shooter up to even more tax to go ahead and do a little bit more damage to the Moab balloon. If you guys don't have enough money to afford the tax shooter, one thing you guys can do is you can activate Benjamin's level 3 when the when the Moab balloon gets down here to the bottom, and that should be able to finish off this Moab balloon. And you guys really don't need to worry about any balloons because of course we have Benjamin as our hero. So next thing that I want to do is I want to upgrade this tax shooter up to overdrive. We can go ahead and speed things up a little bit here because we have everything chilled out. The next important round is going to be round 48, because once round 48 ends is when we're going to be placing down our defense. And in order to place down our defense, we are going to have to do a couple of things before we can upgrade to the tax zone and get all of the towers that we need to get. All right, and cool. So now that we have a little bit more money, the next thing that I want to do is I want to grab myself a monkey village. With this monkey village, I'm going to be placing this monkey village right here, like so. I'm going to grab an alchemist, place this alchemist right here, and then I'm also going to pre-place down a boomerang monkey like so as well. All right, so again, we have 4 rounds before we have to do anything, and once we hit round 49, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sell these 2 merchantmen right here, and we're also going to sell our lead to gold. And the reason why we're going to do this is because it's going to give us that last little bit of money that we're going to need to buy all the upgrades that we're going to buy. So I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to round 48, and I'll see you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, here we are on round 48, and the one thing that we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for 3 reinforced ceramic balloons to come in through this pathway here, because that's going to be the indication that we're getting towards the end of round 48. So we should be seeing those reinforced ceramic balloons here in just 1 second, and as soon as we see them, we're going to go ahead and slow things down just a little bit. Alright, so there's the first one, there's the second one, and the third one should be popping through here in just 1 second. Awesome. And again, as soon as this round ends, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sell 2 merchantmen. We're also going to sell our lead to gold. Now, the first thing that we want to buy is we want to upgrade our monkey village up to primary training. We want to upgrade our alchemist up to stronger stim. And now that we have all of this, we're going to go ahead and grab our tax zone. So now that we have all of this, the next thing that we immediately need to go for is we need to go for a more glaives. And the reason why we want to go for the more glaives is just in case a group of balloons like that slips through, the more glaives is going to be able to help deal with them. We won't need to worry about losing any lives. As you guys can see, we're still having quite a few balloons slip through, but luckily we have the more glaives, and the more glaives actually does a great job at dealing with those. So in the meantime, while we're popping the boss, we also need to remember to buy or to rebuy our merchantmen and all of that fun stuff. All right, so there we go. We should be able to maybe get 1 merchantman. There we go, perfect. So we have 1 merchantman. As soon as we pop the elite boss balloon, we're actually going to sell all of our defense right here, and we're going to come down and buy a trade empire. So let's go ahead and come over here, buy a trade empire, upgrade it to hot shots. And the reason why I'm placing the trade empire down here is because once we go for the vengeful sun god, we don't want to lose out on any money that the trade empire could actually make us. So it's a smart investment or it's a smart move to go ahead and place him down towards the bottom. The only downside about this is we are going to be losing out on a lot of popping power, because we're really going to limit the amount of time that the trade empire actually has to pop balloons. So what this means is that in a couple of rounds, we are going to need to upgrade these merchantmen up to hot shots and grape shots, just to make sure that we don't end up leaking any lives. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go ahead and place down 20 merchantmen in total, just to make sure that we max out our trade empire and we're making as much money as we possibly can. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place down these merchantmen. I'll see you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, we have all of our monkey buccaneers upgrade to merchantmen. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to upgrade a couple of them up to favorite trades, just to give us a little bit of extra cash. But I also want to upgrade these 3 monkey buccaneers up to hot shots, just because, like I was saying, we did remove one of the monkey buccaneers up top, aka the favorite trades, because I want to make sure when we sacrifice for the vengeful sun god, we don't lose out on any money. So let's go ahead and upgrade a couple more of these 2 favorite trades. We'll go ahead and upgrade this to hot shots, and that should be enough. We have 2 rounds left until round 60. I'll probably end up buying 2 more favorite trades at the end of this round, just to make sure that we have more than enough money to buy everything that we want to buy for the elite boss on round 60. As you guys can see, the hot shots is definitely making easy work of all of these rounds. I'm going to go ahead and cap it out at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 favorite trades. And now let's just go ahead and place down our actual defense here, because we're starting to push it just a little bit further than we should actually push it. I mean, we're still going to be able to afford the tax zone and pretty much all the towers that we want to afford. The main thing that we need to remember is that we do need to make sure that we have enough of a defense in order to be the boss balloon. As you guys can see, we are a little bit short on cash, but hopefully we're able to deal with this BFB balloon. Then we should be able to upgrade to the tax zone. It's just going to set us back just a little bit, because we ended up going for 1 more favorite trades than we actually should have. Alright, so there's our tax zone. The next thing that we want to do is we want to come over here, grab a monkey village, like so. We're going to upgrade it all the way up to primary mentoring. Then we're going to grab a alchemist, place a alchemist right here. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to a stronger stim. And the last thing that we're going to grab is we are going to grab a ice monkey and place the ice monkey right here, like so. So we're also going to grab a stronger acid and perishing potions as well. So now that we have all this placed down, let's go ahead and upgrade to embrittlement with deep freeze, and then we're going to be saving up for our super brittle. Now, because we greeted a little bit harder than we should have, it did set us back just a little bit, and we're probably not going to be able to afford the super brittle until next round. There we go. So there is our super brittle. So now we should be shredding through this boss balloon really quick. There's one thing, or there's one last thing that we do want to grab. We want to grab ourselves a boomerang monkey like so, and we want to upgrade him up to more glaives, just in case these ceramic balloons end up giving us a little bit of a harder time than we would like them to. So now that we have all this, we can go ahead and upgrade all of our merchantmen up to favorite trades, because we want to make sure that we don't forget to continue our farm. I probably could have upgraded a couple of these to favorite trades a little bit sooner, but again, I just want to make sure that we don't end up losing to the ceramic balloons. So I'm going to do another little bit of a speedy bit, and I'll see you guys as soon as I have all these merchantmen upgraded to favorite trades, or after we beat the boss balloon. All right, guys, and now that we have all this, ooh, a little bit close there, but now that we have all these upgraded to favorite trades, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sell all of our defense. We're also going to upgrade this last merchantman up to a favorite trade as well. And now the next thing that we want to do is we want to come over here. I'm going to reset my hotkey really quick over to banana farm, and now we're going to start up our banana farms. So let's just go ahead and unpause. Let's go ahead and place down 3 banana farms really quick, like so. Then once I get these banana farms placed down, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Grim Reaper. That way we don't end up losing out on any cash. And then I'm going to go ahead and place down a couple more banana farms like so. And the reason why I'm placing down more banana farms than I actually need is because I want to get these upgraded up to a central market. Now, the reason why I'm upgrading these up to central market, I didn't cover it in yesterday's vid, but the reason why we want to have these central markets is because they actually work hand in hand with the merchantmen and giving you 10% increased income from your merchantmen. So it's a really good option to go ahead and upgrade a couple of those as soon as you possibly can. So next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and upgrade to monkey or bigger radius with monkey commerce to go ahead and give us a little bit cheaper prices on our banana farms. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're pretty much just going to farm pretty much as hard as we can up until round 75. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a speedy bit until round 75, and I'll see you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, now that we're upgraded to, or now that we have 5 banana research facilities, and we also have monkey city, the next thing that I want to do is I want to grab a dart monkey, and with this dart monkey I'm going to be placing him right here, and then we're going to be upgrading him up to a crossbow master, because now that we're on round 75, the balloons are making it further and further than we would actually like them to. So it's always nice to have a little bit of a defense, and because we are going to be going for the Apex Plasma Master, it's a really good choice to go ahead and grab the crossbow master. Now the next thing that I want to do is I do want to go ahead and benefit from our merchantmen just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and buy a couple more of these central markets, place them up top like so. Hopefully we have enough money to get that up to a marketplace. Awesome. So as soon as I can buy one more central market, I'm going to go ahead and do so. Then I'm going to upgrade this up to Monkeypocalypse and then place down a bunch more banana research facilities here in just 1 second. There we go. There is our central market. Let's go ahead and come over here. We'll upgrade to Monkeypocalypse as soon as we can, which we should be able to do it this round. There we go. Perfect. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and replace all of our banana farms. So I think I ended up placing this farm a little bit too close, which is making it hard to find that perfect spot. So I guess we're gonna have to skip on that one, which isn't the end of the world, but I mean, I would have liked to make that little bit of extra amount of money from that one, but again, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and buy one more. We should be able to get a banana plantation. We are on round 79 now. So now we need to make sure that we start going for our defense. And for our defense, what I'm going to be doing to make it past round 80 is I'm going to be going for the Druid strat. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade to... Oh, I upgraded the wrong one. We should be fine. Yes. All right, so now that we have our avatar blast, let's go ahead and upgrade this last one to the pop list. We also need to grab ourselves a MIB as soon as we can afford to do so. So let's go ahead and upgrade to the MIB. That way our avatar wrath and our druids can actually see camo balloons and pop the DDT balloons as soon as they pop out. So now that we have all of this, the next thing that what we want to do is we want to continue to farm. So we're going to go ahead and come back down here, upgrade all of these farms up to banana research facilities as soon as we can, because again, we want to farm as hard as we possibly can. All right, so there's another one, and we should be able to afford another banana research facility here in just 1 second. Now, I know this is going to be a little bit sketchy, guys, but I promise we're going to have more than enough popping power in order to pop this elite boss balloon. We just need to get the mad place down, and we need to make sure that we're microing our mad the correct way. All right, so we're just a little bit of money away from the Banana Central. Again, guys, I know this is a little bit of an expensive investment, but the sooner we get the Banana Central, obviously it's going to be better for us. All right, so here we go, and there we go. So now that we have the Banana Central, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and grab one more banana research facility, because I am going to be greeting pretty hard here. So there we go. Let's grab that. Let's go ahead and grab that valuable bananas. The next thing that we want to do is we want to place down our mad right here, like so. Let's go ahead and upgrade him up to rocket storms as soon as we can. And we also want to instantly go for a ice monkey, like so. We're going to go ahead and upgrade. Oops, I ended up upgrading that to the wrong pathway. I have no idea what I just sold. Alright, so what we want to do, there we have our super brittle. Let's go ahead and look around to see what we sold. Hopefully we didn't end up selling anything we didn't want to sell. If we did, it's not the end of the world, but it kind of is. Alright, so let's go ahead and come back up here. Let's go ahead and upgrade to Monkeynomics, because the Monkeynomics is going to make us quite a bit of money. So let's go ahead and queue that up to attack bots. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we are making sure that we're microing our mad, just to make sure that we don't miss out on any damage. Let's go ahead and queue our mad up to tech bot, because I mean, it is easy enough to go ahead and press the button, but as you guys probably know, I'm super lazy when it comes to that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and move our mad one more time, and then the next thing that we want to do is we want to grab a super monkey right here, and with this super monkey, we're gonna place him right here, like so, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to the sun avatar as soon as we possibly can. And the reason why we want the sun avatar is obviously we want to start going for the sun temple and all that other fun stuff, because obviously the sooner we get the sun temple, the easier time that we're actually going to have. All right, so now that we have all this down, the next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we are microing our mad, because if we forget, odds are we're actually going to lose. But luckily I actually caught that just in time. So next thing that we want to do is we want to come over here. Let's upgrade this boy up to the anti-balloon gunner with plasma blast. It doesn't really matter if we upgrade to the bottom pass too much, because I mean we just need the anti-balloon gunner to deal damage to the boss balloon. Alright, then let's go ahead and upgrade this one up to the Dark Knight with a plasma blast, because we are going to be going for the Dark Champion next. Again, just to do a little bit of extra damage to the boss balloon. And now that we have all this placed down, the next thing that I want to grab is I want to grab myself a Ultra Boost. And the reason why I want the Ultra Boost is obviously we are going to be going for the Avengeful Sun God. So we want to make sure that we're starting to Ultra Boost our Sun Avatar as soon as we possibly can. All right, let's just go ahead and move our mad just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So that should be our Ultra Boost right there. Perfect. Now that we have our Ultra Boost, the next thing that I want to do is I want to start placing down a couple of towers for our sacrifices for our first sun temple. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use a Wizard Lord Phoenix as soon as I have enough money to do so, which we should be able to afford it here in just 1 second. As soon as we can afford to buy the Wizard Lord Phoenix, we're going to go ahead and do so. Now, one thing that I'm debating on doing is I am debating on grabbing myself a Spirit of the Forest. And the reason why I'm debating on grabbing a Spirit of the Forest is because it will make us a little bit of extra cash. Not too much, but just enough. I kind of forgot about the DDT balloons, so let's go and grab a temporary village really quick to go ahead and make sure that this anti-balloon gunner can hit the DDT balloons just in case they end up slipping through. Alright, so right now we have the Wizard Lord Phoenix, we have the Mad. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to grab ourselves a Boomerang Monkey, place this Boomerang Monkey right here. Let's go ahead and upgrade him to Moab Domination. And the reason why we want to grab the Moab Domination is so we have enough money to go ahead and upgrade to the Sun Temple. Alright, so let's go ahead and move this over here. We do have the anti-balloon gunner's ability just in case the balloons end up making it further than we would like them to. But we should be good to go here in just 1 second. So let's go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. And there we go. We have officially dealt with the round 80 boss balloon. It took us a little bit further than, or a little bit longer than I would have liked it to. But at the end of the day, as long as we dealt with it, we're good to go. So one thing I'm going to do is I am going to sell those towers there just so we don't end up wasting any cash. Now that we have the Sun Temple, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and rebuy all of Oops, not that. I meant to buy the merchantmen that we're making money from our favorite trades. We missed out on a little bit of cash there, but luckily it wasn't too much. All right, and we will be sacrificing these to the vengeful sun god as well. All right, so now that we have this, the next thing that I want to do is I want to start placing down our towers once more. So let's just go ahead and grab ourselves the Wizard Lord Phoenix. Let's grab ourselves the Mad. So let's go ahead and place the Mad so he's targeting over there like so. And then let's grab our Boomerang Monkey again like so. Let's go ahead and upgrade him up to Moab Domination as soon as we can. We might be spending a little bit more money than we actually have to, but it's just I don't want to mess up the Vengeful Sun God because we're pretty much only going to get one shot at actually placing down the Vengeful Sun God. Next thing that I'm going to grab is I am going to grab a Carpet Spikes, and the reason why I want to grab the Carpet Spikes is just because it's a decent price. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we have enough money. I'm going to upgrade to the Spiked Mines. Now the next thing that we need to do is we do need to grab the Legend of the Night, which we should be able to afford here in just 1 second. Now, if I'm not mistaken and my calculations aren't wrong, we should be able to get the Vengeful Sun God this round. So we need to save up a whopping $600,000 in order to afford the Vengeful Sun God. So currently we are sitting at 150,000, so we are almost a quarter of the way there. So we're making money at a decent rate. We do need to get the Vengeful Sun God really, really quick. And then once we get the Vengeful Sun God, then everything's good to go. Then we'll go ahead and go for our Paragons and all that other fun stuff. But again, the most important thing that we need right now is going to be the Vengeful Sun God. All right, guys, we are so close to having the Vengeful Sun God, and we are just getting our first, we're just getting it down past the first marker. This is going to be extremely close, guys. But once we get the Vengeful Sun God and we get the Vengeful Sun God buffed and all that fun stuff, then we should be good to go. We are there. There we go. So now that we have the Vengeful Sun God, let's go ahead and upgrade to the True Sun God, and awesome. And it didn't sacrifice our druids. Dude, we got the perfect placement. If you guys end up missing out or miss what happened, I was worried that the Vengeful Sun God would sacrifice my druids. So just make sure that you're paying attention if your tower or if your Vengeful Sun God did end up sacrificing your druids. Just make sure you rebuy them, because again, the druids are going to be a pretty big portion of your DPS. So now the next thing that I want to do is I want to rebuy my Monkey Buccaneers, because even though we have the Vengeful Sun God, guys, we're still not done with this. We still have a long ways to go before we're in the clear. All right, so let's go ahead. Man, it's so hard to try and get good placement on the Monkey Buccaneers through the Vengeful Sun God. But it looks like... there we go. Perfect. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to come over here. I want to upgrade this monkey sub up to an energizer to give us decreased cooldowns. So now the next thing that we want to do is we're pretty much just going to be saving up cash. We are going to be going for the Apex Plasma Map Master ASAP. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this up to the Crossbow Map Master. Let's go ahead and get all of the Dart Monkeys. There we go. Perfect. And then we just need 420k to go ahead and get the Apex Plasma Map Master. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a speedy bit up until the point. Wait, actually I forgot something. We need to come over here. We need to grab a alchemist like so, because I almost forgot I didn't buy an alchemist. So let's go ahead and upgrade him up to a permabrew like so. That way all of our towers are going to get a little bit more buffs. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a speedy bit up until the point where I have all of my Dart Monkeys placed down. And I'm also going to go through and place down all of my Boomerang Monkeys as well. Just so we have that little bit of extra popping power with both of the Paragons. Alright guys, here we are on round 120. The first thing that I want to do is I want to come over here to this Crossbow Master right here. And let's go ahead and get our first Paragon like so. So now that we have our first Paragon, looks like he's up to a degree 36, so not too bad. I mean, it's obviously not going to be the best, but we did take quite a bit of time to go ahead and buy our Dart Monkeys. If we would have budgeted a little bit better, odds are we could have placed down a couple more Dart Monkeys at a earlier round, but I'm more than happy with degree 36. It's definitely not the end of the world. So next thing that we want to do is we want to come through and we're going to sell all of our banks, because, I mean, let's face it, guys. We have the last boss here. We really don't need to worry too much about making any more cash. So let's go ahead and sell all of these. All right, so that's a banana farm. That's a banana farm as well. Let's go ahead and sell these. And now that we have all this, we have $1 million to spare. So let's go ahead and buy... Where are you? There we go. Let's go ahead and buy our Glaive Dominus next. So now that we have our Glaive Dominus, we have both Paragons placed down. Now that we have both Paragons placed down, the next thing that we can do is we can pretty much just buy whatever towers we would like to buy. I'm going to go ahead and buy a Flying Fortress. I'm also going to buy both Heli Pilots. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the Apache Prime. And then we'll grab the Comanche Commander as well. And the reason why I'm grabbing the Comanche Commander is because I'm not sure why, but last time I did this, the Comanche Commander actually got quite a few pops. So now that we have all this placed down, I guess we can go ahead and place down a couple of defenses in the very back, just to make sure that we have that little bit of added pizzazz. And what I'm going to use in the very back is going to be a Super Mines. And then we'll also grab a Carpet of Spikes as well. And the reason why I want to grab the Carpet of Spikes is because the Carpet of Spikes has global range, and it's going to be doing damage to the boss balloon and pretty much any balloon that ends up slipping outside of the boss. And then we'll also grab a Perma Spike just as a added precaution. Now that we have all of this, I guess the next thing that we can do is we can make sure that our MAD is actually hitting the boss balloon. But with all of these towers, we should be good to go. I don't think we need any more towers. The next thing that we can go ahead and do, I guess we can go ahead and grab like a jungle drums and all that fun stuff. We don't need to worry about buying anything in the back here. I guess we can tech bot up our Carpet of Spikes because, I mean, why not? And then we can go ahead and tech bot up our MAD because, I mean, we want to make sure that we're getting as many abilities off as we possibly can. Next thing that we'll grab is, I guess we can grab a Wizard Lord Phoenix because he also has global range. And then let's go ahead and also, I forgot, but we also want to grab ourselves. Come on, give me the placement for this tower. We want to grab a Super Brittle. There we go. We should be able to afford the Super Brittle here in just 1 second. I ended up forgetting to place it down. I definitely wanted the Super Brittle because it's going to increase the amount of damage that we actually do to the boss balloon. So it's definitely something that we would like to buy. Also, I almost forgot, we also want to grab ourselves a Cripple Moab. I mean, guys, we're almost halfway done, and we forgot to have down, or we forgot to place down the 2 towers that we need to have down, which of course is the Super Brittle and the Cripple Moab as well. The next thing that we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and grab ourselves a Moab Domination because the Moab Domination will also do quite a bit of damage as well. What else do we want to grab here? I mean, we have $118,000 left, guys. That's a lot of money. I guess we could go ahead and grab a Spirit of the Forest and place it next to our Druids. Hopefully that does a little bit of damage. It might not. Either way, it's still a good tower to have. Let's go ahead and relocate our MAD because I feel like our MAD isn't being as effective as he possibly as he could be. I guess the last tower that we can go ahead and grab, I guess we can grab a Dark Champion as a little bit of added popping power. And then at this point, it's just pretty much just waiting until the boss balloon pops. So let's go ahead and get to the point where we beat the boss. I'll bring you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, and I'm going to bring you back. We almost have the boss balloon beat, and we actually shredded this boss. I mean, for the boss having 40 million health, like, we absolutely destroyed him. I mean, the boss didn't even get close to the end of the map. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this vid. I really hope this guide helps. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to try and answer them as best I can. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this vid. If you guys enjoyed, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.